to mask, you've got, hello, if you create the mask, you've got all these controls that look a whole lot like the ones down below, the basic ones, but you're working on a specific spot. And then you can go down and, these controls down here affect the whole image.
Wow.
So it's pretty awesome. There's some sky replacement stuff in here someplace. Yeah, but I'm not entirely sure what that is at this point.
Is that one of those filters that like Terry was talking about with snow and such?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can do that in Photoshop.
Oh, okay.
There it is. That's how. So right now, this is all the basic stuff, and this is the mask thing, and you can just grab it till that blue line shows up, release it. Now you've got that whole thing out of the way. It's not over the top of the picture. Reset.
Cool.
That's where we started. So.
Wow.
Whoops. That's. There. So anyhow, that's the general idea.
That's pretty darn awesome.
It really is. It's amazing.
Now, Alan, did you have any pictures you'd like to show us?
I don't know. I just, I didn't know if I was going to be able to make this today or not.
Okay. Amy? No?
No, sorry.
Kevin?
I can share one.
Sure.
Yes, please.
It's not much different than what everybody else has just showed, though.
What the hell? Where'd you go?
Wow.
What the hell?
No.
So I was just playing again, same thing, where I used the mask, auto mask, and grabbed Gordon. And one of the things that I like doing with this is I've got two different masks. So I started with a mask of just Gordon, and then so I've got one mask for him and one mask for the background, and that allowed me to, darken up the living room, and I just played around and made Gordon black and white, which is again part of the thing that's pretty cool about doing these masks, because once you're in the mask, then you've got the ability to mess around with, you can adjust this part of it, and then you can go to the other part and, drop down the, whoops, I grabbed the wrong one. There we go. Again, I just, you can totally black out the background while still being able to play around with the foreground or subject. And again, it's not 100% perfect, because you can see the outline of his ear a little bit. That's a little aberration, but I do again, really like the ability to do that selection on subject and background selection. So,
That's great.
I
yeah,
suspect there's a way to improve that, but I'm not
Yeah.
100% sure what it is.
yeah, I haven't figured that out yet either, but
Once you select the mask, you can edit the mask by adding or deleting to it, but
Yeah.
using a paintbrush to
right.
make corrections.
Yeah,
Soften
so
it up.
yep. So you can subtract by doing the brush, and then messing around with the brush to tweak it a little bit. But especially with, I mean, it is really impressive. So just doing the mask, turning on the subject select, and this is a really good one because the only thing that it did was grab the bouncy ball in the background.
Oh,
So all you've got to do then is oops. Subtract, and then I can get rid of the ball.
You could actually use color selection to eliminate the ball.
Yeah.
But the other amazing thing with these masks, you can name each mask, so it makes it easier to remember what the mask is doing.
Oh, cool. So when this creates a mask like that, can you also feather it or,
Mhm.
Yeah,
okay. So you can adjust it like you would selections in
Mhm.
Photoshop.
yep. Plus you
Yeah,
also,
so what I did before was I went in and I did duplicate mask, and then background. Oops, and I inverted this mask. So now the mask is in the background, and because I subtracted the mask, I'm going to add this back in.
Cool.
Which is how I was able to, and that's, I mean, like everybody's been saying, it's just phenomenal how easy that is.
wow.
And again, the thing that I liked about being able to do the two different masks is then I can tweak this, brighten them up a little bit, do a little clarity on them to get them to really pop, which is just impressive.
That's great.
And again, part of it is because it's obviously, there's a lot of contrast here, so making the mask is pretty easy.
That's wild.
Very cool.
Anybody else?
yeah, Steve, can I just show you one thing quick?
Sure. Oh, wow.
That's it. That's that image that I was working on using the neural filter in Photoshop to show snow.
That's wild.
Isn't that crazy?
That is.
This is the menu. And these are the, some of the different options. I don't know what some of these would do on this, but if you click that, And you can see it's processing. And this is in Photoshop, not Lightroom, so.
This is in Photoshop right now?
Yeah,
Okay. Is that masking in Lightroom or Photoshop?
Both.
Oh,
the masking is in Lightroom. This is just talking about this filter, and I just
Oh.
show you what they did.
But the mask, the same masking that we saw in Lightroom is also in Photoshop. What my dad is showing right now is just in Photoshop.
okay. Oh, okay.
That's cool.
Very cool.
So everybody's got something to practice with now. You need to go out and shoot some photos and practice. And like right now, it's snowing pretty good here. You can probably get some pictures of snow. And
I'm not that far from you and it's not snowing here at all.
really,
Yes,
Oh,
not at all. In fact, the sun is trying to come out.
oh my goodness, because it's snowing here pretty good.
Yeah, I'm not snowing at all.
Well, it's starting to calm down a little bit now.
And we're just down the road. You're just down the road from me.
Yeah, go figure, huh?
I know.
I'll be darned. But anyway, by Sunday said there's supposed to be at least an inch of accumulation, so you'll be able to get pictures then.
Ruh-roh.
So it's that time of year, you know. So, and play with your multiple exposures
Yeah.
and see what you can figure out.
And maybe in January, we can do a group shoot on that too.
That sounds good. That'll be after
We'll-
deer season. I'm good with that.
Yeah, we'll take a look at that because I probably won't be doing any until, well, we always do the Christmas walk.
Yeah,
So we'll probably do that, but I probably won't do any up until then. It's busy time for me, so. And then after the holidays, we'll get out and do some more group shoots.
cool. I believe the next one is in December, the next discussion.
Right,
And didn't I say something on tips on shooting at night? I
yeah,
think.
we're gonna do white balance, how and when to use it to your advantage. It's not
good.
as hard as it's cracked up to be. And night photography, how to see and photograph an image in street scenes, landscapes, and around you. So I
Oh,
wanted to
great.
it wasn't astrophysics, it's just night shooting,
Yeah.
right? Mhm.
So the idea for that one is to do that so that when you go out for your Christmas shoot, you have some tools to play with when you go out there.
Great.
Great.
So, all right,
Sounds great.
what do you got there, Alan? Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Alan,
Ellen,
you're
you're on
muted.
mute.
I
I've got
found,
that hanging around here
Sorry.
somewhere.
I found this at the library. It's a night photography and it's got several issues in it. They're pretty general. They're nothing real hardcore, but they get you in the mode of kind of looking towards night shooting. So
Since we have mostly night now.
yeah, like about 20 hours a day.
Well, consider this, that in the wintertime at night shooting, you don't have the heat waves that you see in the sky. Like if you're doing the moon, you get a little bit of blurriness because of the heat waves moving in the atmosphere.
Right.
And same
Yeah.
way with the stars. So during the wintertime, if you go out and do pictures like that,
Less distortion.
less distortion in your images. So consider that too while you're out there doing that.
Yeah.
So the only thing is you got to keep your batteries warm.
Yeah, I know.
Just take a hand warmer and some Velcro and Velcro it to where your battery is in your camera.
Now, newer batteries are less problematic with cold, but they still. I noticed in the cameras, it's very ergonomically designed where your hand grip is where the battery goes.
Yeah. Well, it just so happens I have a battery pack on. So I have the two batteries in that. And strangely enough, it makes the batteries last longer than if you use one and switch it and use another one.
Oh, yeah.
It even lasts longer than that.
Hmm.
So it's amazing. And so I always carry 4 batteries, 2 in the camera and 2 in my pocket or in my backpack in the summertime.
Yeah.
And I can switch them if I need to. So
How do you get 2 in your camera?
the battery pack,
It's connected to your camera.
Oh,
This
okay.
part
So,
down
oh, I
here?
got you. Mhm.
is connected to my camera. It plugs in to where the battery goes. And so they're, I don't know, anywhere between $75 and $150, I think. And then you just have 2 batteries you put in them. Or the one I have has a little things you can put in there so you can put double A's in.
So you can what?
You can put double A batteries in.
Oh, Hmm.
So you can consider that depending on which battery pack you get. But I like this one with the it uses the OE batteries, the original equipment,
mhm.
and they just last so long. In the summertime, I can use it all day and not run out of. And I use rear view on my camera a lot. So normally that rear view would run your batteries right down.
It does.
So yeah, battery pack I found was fantastic. I won't go without another one. So even if I get a new camera and need a different battery pack, I'll get it. And it's a necessity for me.
It's interesting.
So
One thing I ran across when we were out in New Mexico at Bosque del Apache, truly amazing wildlife refuge. Well, next week on the 18th to the 20th, the Friends of Bosque del Apache are having the annual crane festival, and they're doing it via Zoom.
oh, cool.
So if anybody's interested in that, there's like 3 days. There's free sessions. There's sessions you pay for 1 hour, 2 hours. There's a whole bunch of them.
Is that during the week or on the weekend?
18th, when's the 18th? It's probably Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
15th is Monday.
The 18th is Thursday. So-
Thursday, Friday, Saturday then.
Oh, okay.
But they do. I noticed there was one they were doing it live on Facebook in the morning and the afternoon. In the morning, there's thousands, like you're talking 20 to 50,000 birds on this pond, and they all take off together. And it will it'll knock your ears off. The geese and cranes, sandhills. And well, anyhow, they're going to show that live on Facebook and a couple of those mornings. And in the afternoon, they all fly into these ponds, and they were going to do that. And then there's various sessions on birding and some of the other things that happen there at Bosque.
And what's the name of it?
It's well, if you go to the website, it's long. It's friendsofbosquedelapache.org.
Common spelling.
Or search for Crane Fiesta.
Oh, okay.
And if you search, I'm sure it'll come up. The second annual Crane Fiesta, they're doing online. They've been doing these things for years in person. And there's all sorts of stuff going on. So it might be worth, if there's any interest, go look at it.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Do you think that's something that the club in general might be interested in? Like doing a MailChimp announcement?
Maybe.
Okay. Well, I'll go look at it.
Cool.
Mary, I'll send you the link and go
Yeah.
from there.
Yeah, if you can do that, I'll take a look at it and see if it's some, I know the birding club might be interested in that, so. And there are some bird photographers in our group, so it
Oh,
might
yeah.
be something they would just interested in looking at.
Okay, does anybody else got any pictures to show or show and tell?
No, we're at 11 now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All righty. So I
And
guess we'll close this down then.
yeah,
Thanks,
I had to, my computer froze up, so I'm not sure if I got the first part of this or not, but in the last 10 minutes, I rebooted and came back in, so I'll see if I can find that first section.
Okay.
Okay?
Well, Mary,